What's good, Desi Hip Hop fam? You are tuned in to the Unfiltered Show live on Facebook and YouTube. I am your host, DJ Raf, live and direct from the US. As you all know, the United States is going through a turmoil for the past week because of the reckless murder of George Floyd. This week, the music industry took a day off on Tuesday to look within and find solutions for civil rights issues around the world. As South Asians, we stand by our brothers who are oppressed alongside our own people. Do you know why there are generational Indians, Bengalis, Gujaratis, Sindhis in places like West Africa, South Africa, Australia, Caribbean islands, and many other places? They've been there for generations. Do you know why? Because our own people were shoved into the same boats alongside our African brothers and sisters. Okay. As South Asians, we feel deeply for civil rights issues. We battled with that shit for over 200 years when the British forces were in our lands. And we too have similar problems to this day, unfortunately, in places like India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, and many other places around the world. We are racist against our own people. Our own people are racist against those from the Northeast. Our own fathers and mothers compare our own daughters and sons to see who's darker and who's fairer skinned, right? So we as a community need to come together now. Now is the time for change. And to celebrate this change, today I want to welcome a bunch of amazing artists and musicians who are part of the new wave, the new generation, coming straight out of Bombay. My first guest today is a rapper who's been part of the new wave for a fuck ton of years. This guy is getting a lot of views and he's amazing at what he does. So I'd like to welcome the first guest, Nasty Ninja. Ooh, Nasty Ninja without
What it do, y'all?
What's good, bro? I'm glad to see you, man.
Yeah, man. Sorry, there's some problem because of the cyclone. Like, the situation is kind of like crazy. So, like, I have to be in dark because I'm a ninja.
It's all good. Ninjas get to stay dark. It's all good. Okay, so the next guest that we have is an artist who used to live in India, but I mean he's American and he's Indian, but he's been making waves since the beginning. He's one of the OGs, one of the veterans. He's taught a lot of people a lot of different things. This guy is joining us from New Jersey, Slyck TWOSHADEZ. Welcome to the show, bro.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's good, bro? How you doing?
I'm good. Dude, I'm in a shit show for country right now. Can't lie.
I like your shirt though. Just do it. All right, man. Let's move on to the next guy. Okay. So this next person that I'd like to welcome to the show is
dirty Jersey.
This guy is not only an artist, musician, but he's also an entrepreneur. He hustles hard. He does a lot of different things. He's got microphone duties that he talks about. He's got songs that he puts out, and he also manages artists. He does a whole lot of things. So the next guest we want to welcome is Raja RME.
Yo, what's happening?
What's good, bro? How are you doing, man?
Thank you for having me on the show.
What up, Raja?
What's happening? What's happening? How are you doing, Slyck?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Hell
Ninja,
yeah, man.
what cave are you in?
Ninja's definitely in a cave. But okay, let's get our next guest on. So the next person is a producer who's been working with all of these artists that we have here today, but he's also worked with numerous other artists. He's been producing for a hell of a long time, man. I'd like to welcome MadPlug to the show.
MadPlug on the track.
What's good, bro?
What's up, guys?
Yo, I'm glad to see you, man. Hell yeah.
Yo, thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much for having me, bro. Yo,
Definitely.
what's up, guys?
Definitely.
Hey,
Man.
what up, MadPlug?
And now this is the real party, man. We got 6 people here together, man. The last person, last but not least, I've got our guest Rocky Gorkhali showing up to the show, man. What's good, bro?
Yeah, you already know, man. What it do? Squad live in this.
Oh man, this is real gang right here, man. I like this. The whole screen is full.
Yo, what up, Plug? What up, Raja? What up, Slyck? What up, Ninja?
Yo,
what up,
happening?
Brad?
What's happening?
Man, this is a really good party, bro. I like this shit.
This shit's gonna be fun.
Hell yeah. So, before we get started with the show, this show is is a show where we play games and get to
What
know
it
each
do?
other much better. But
I
before
can't hear
that, I
you.
just want to know how are you guys doing? How there was a cyclone right yesterday, for which we couldn't do the show. How are things now?
It's better. It just calmed down a little bit right now. So yesterday we had winds blowing at about 80 to about 100 kilometers an hour around. So you understand what that is.
Crazy, bro.
Sure,
Man,
about
that's
Slyck, bro.
Yeah, Slyck.
Yeah,
How
but
about-
that's the thing. When you're trying to get Wave Squad on your show, you expect a cyclone. Right?
yeah, I expected the waves to come in and ruin things for us.
right. I mean, that was just a prelude to what's going to happen today. So let's take it up a notch.
Hell yeah, bro. Okay, so the first game that I'd like to play today is called Scavenger Hunt.
Okay.
We got like graphics
So
and shit.
Scavenger Hunt, this is a game that we play where we ask each of you guys to bring something personal, something important from your room or from your house, and share with us, share with the audience. So who wants to go first? Who's got something ready?
Man, I got something ready right here.
Let's go, Raja. Let's see what you got, man.
I know what he got. I know what he got.
Well, I already have it on me. So what do you want to talk about?
Show
What do
me.
you think I got?
Well, I don't know.
All right.
Fuck.
So yeah, I got a book, I got a pen, and I got some sanitizer to throw at motherfuckers who are gonna act crazy with me. You know what I mean? Kill those germs out there. Yeah. What's up?
Okay, so that's your notebook? Like you write your lyrics in
Yeah,
there? Or
that's-
what's the story?
My lyrics plus I actually try to schedule an entire plan for 7 days before I start my week, right? And I want to get through them as soon as possible. So
Nice.
that's the mind state I kind of hustle with in a way.
That's pretty cool. So if let's say you wrote down for the next 7 days, but you finished it on day 5, what do you do then? Just take the days off or?
No, yeah. You should, you should give yourself that leverage. When you're done with everything, you should be like, yeah, good job, dude. Like, now go ahead and do something that you'll really like to also.
I got a
take it
question
easy,
for Raja.
calm down a little bit. Yeah, sure.
That's a question.
Does your work ever spill from one week into the other?
Yes, absolutely. It does.
Does it
all
happen
the
very
time, right?
frequently?
No, not very frequently, but like 1 or 2 things get carried away to the next week, and I add 5 other things to it. So it's like, yeah.
That's awesome.
Got it.
Well, cool, man. Quick shout out before we move forward, like to the viewers and audience, man. Amen. Shout out to you, Sandeep.
What up,
Shout
Amen?
out to you. Shout out to you
Shout
guys
out
for
to
watching. Sahil, shout out to you. Okay, who's next? Who's got something to share?
I got something.
Looks like Slick's got some. Let's see.
Slyck got something.
What you got? What's that? Can we do it?
What is
Man, did
shit.
he just say what?
That's either a mic or a dildo. I think it's a mic.
It's a micro-
I am from Bombay.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh man.
So when did you get that?
That's
What's
the
your
new-
story?
I mean, that's exactly the reason he asked you that, because you're from Delhi, bro, and that shit just goes there first.
I'm from dirty Jersey. This
Well,
thing
that's-
is a microphone, and what like COVID made me realize is like I'm very handicapped when it comes to like making music. If there is nothing taken out, like
Yeah.
I've always had a producer or a microphone or a
can't
studio at
hear
my
you.
disposal in India.
Mhm.
Can you guys hear me? Hello.
Yeah.
You keep going.
Good.
Yeah, you good.
So I always had like a studio or
I
a
can't
microphone
hear
or a
shit.
producer at my disposal for recording or mixing or mastering. But once this COVID hit, then I realized my music is at a fucking standstill. So I took the first
Yeah.
step and I like purchased a microphone. I have like a whole studio setup now in place. Not like a studio setup, but like something for like a bootleg session.
Nice. Yeah, that's sick.
Nice.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah, that's a good one.
I have all of that figured out. And after like 13 fucking years of making music,
can't
I
hear
realized,
Slyck.
dude, I should have.
Okay.
No, we're
Can
good.
you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. I think there's a little bit of a
I can
connection
hear.
issue towards.
Yeah, I can
nasty.
hear everybody, but I can't hear Slyck.
Oh, okay. Then you and Slyck got some beef going on, man.
Yeah,
Good,
these
good,
two are
good
beefing.
enough of Slyck, bro. Enough of Slyck.
It's something.
I don't know
It's
what the hell he's
something what we
saying
call
right now, but I know what
Guru
he's
and
saying right
Shishya. It's called a Guru and Shishya relationship. my student is kind of sometimes like ticked off with me. Hey, that's all right, bro.
I'll check a recap.
All right, let's move on. Let's see who's got something to share with us, man. Who's got it? Rocky, you got something. I can see.
What's up, man? I got a bunch of shit, bro.
Tell me one thing.
Let me go. First one I got right here.
Oh,
Mario with the when he
Oh yeah, trying to get
mushroom, like you know, Mario and mushroom, bro. That's how it is.
oh shit! What's in front? That's Mario with the dick.
That's like a Mario. That's like a Mario with the jackpot thing, like you know.
Now, why are you talking about dildos and dicks, bro?
I got ninja too. Know what I'm saying? That's my ninja right here.
Oh, shit, nasty.
Hello. Yeah, man, bunch of shit. Know what I'm saying, like, yeah, whatever, bro. Like, that's how. Yeah. Like, that's what I do. Like, when I'm not like making music, I'm just playing video games or like just eating a lot of McD and like you know. And every time, and there's a story, bro, behind the McD toys, like all these McD toys and shit. I got a bunch of them. So every time, like when I used to order online and shit, I used to scam these motherfuckers. Like, yo, I need that toy, bro. Like, you know, I got 2 little babies in my home. They crying. You better make sure the toy is for the you know? All right, sir.
That's hilarious.
Why not just order like a Happy Meal, dude?
Yo, that's a Happy Meal. So I used to order like 1 Maharaja meal and 1 Happy Meal on the side. So it used to avail me a coupon, right? So I used to get 1 extra free meal on top of that.
You need to know how to hustle, Slyck. That's the issue with you. You need to know how to hustle. Take it from Rocky right there.
I am not gonna hustle someone's livelihood, dog. That's not me.
Hustle a toy from a big corporation. Hell yeah,
flip shit, bro. You gotta flip shit. I was saying, like, get more.
You gotta be slick. You gotta try and be slick now. All right, you gotta try and be slick. You can't just be like that. No, but yo, a trivia. You guys know who wrote the jingle, right, for McDonald's?
No, I don't.
Pusha T.
One.
Pusha T. Pusha T.
Oh,
I thought one of us here did this.
Oh,
I
shit.
think like you were gonna be like,
No,
who did
Pusha
that?
T.
It's one of these guys.
Pusha T. Pusha T wrote it. Yeah, Pusha T did. Yeah. That trivia. That's what I said. Yo, MadPlug, what do you got?
Yo, me, bro. I got a hard drive, bro.
Hard drive. It has everything in it. All your
Such a
beats.
producer answer.
Yeah, bro.
Hell yeah, man. So when did you get that hard drive? Like, how old is this thing? What does it have?
Man,
It's the
are you serious, Raph? Is that a serious question, though?
That is like I want to know because the hard drives always die.
It
After like
came
a
with a
year,
birth
they're dead.
certificate. It came with a birth certificate with it. Right?
So I really
don't
don't
worry,
know.
guys. It's all filled with samples and plugins and like everything, bro.
Nice.
There's nothing.
That's
Nothing.
sick.
sure, right?
Make sure you get a backup, man. I've learned it the hard way.
Yeah,
These
There you go.
MadPlug, bro, for producing those fire ass fucking
Hard
beats.
way, bro. Yep.
cool, man.
Important
Nasty,
for-
bro. I know you're dark, but let's see what you got, man. You got some.
I got a wine bottle, bro. And so right now the situation is so fucked up that you don't get alcohol, and finally I managed to get some alcohol. I've been waiting for like 3 months, and we're good now. You know, I wrote a dope song last night, and because of this alcohol, and yeah, man, that's the story, bro. I was just waiting to have a sip of that wine, like, you know, and now I got it, like, you know what I'm saying, and I'm celebrating with you guys.
Yeah, hell yeah. Applause for that, dude.
No, what do you have, Raph? Even you were a part of the game.
Oh
right?
yeah,
So
I forgot my thing today.
I forgot.
You forgot your thing. Okay, this is better.
I'll just pick something random from the. Oh, I got it. I got this little thing.
Okay.
What is that?
Yeah, I feel you, man.
It's a little-
Yeah, such talent.
yeah, it's
The
like
hell is that?
it's
That's
a-
That's like an F1.
It's like
hard,
you,
hard, yeah.
you guys brought much better things, but it's all good. This show is about you.
We got Mario Kart too, bro. Know what I'm
Oh
saying?
hell yeah!
Yeah.
Mario thing, bro. Like, you know what? I have a question for you, Rocky. What's your like thing with Mario? Like, did you grow up with that, or like, what's
Yeah,
going on?
bro. Like I was always the Luigi, you know what I'm saying? Because I had a
एक काम
brother
करो,
that
वहाँ
he
से बंद करो, मैं ऐसे
gave
चलाऊँ.
me second player, so I always wanted to be the Mario. Now I can be the Mario, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that makes
Collecting, like, it's nostalgic. Like, you know, Mario shit is very nostalgic with everything, bro. Technology and all that shit. Like, you know how the video
Mario.
came up and it's like 8-bit graphics,
yeah,
animations, and that shit. And that shit is like creative and like dope too. So kind of like reflect every time when I see Mario, you know. So yeah, bro.
nice. Yeah,
Dope, bro.
that makes sense. That makes sense. Cool. Okay, so let's move on to the next game. This next game is called Am I Lying?
Am I what?
Am I what?
Am I lying? So this game is called
क्या
Am
मैं
I
झूठ
Lying?
बोल रहा हूँ?
We're all three. We're gonna say each of us are gonna say 3 things about ourselves. 2 of those will be truths, and 1 will be a lie. So the rest of us have to figure out which one is the lie. Okay. So 3 things, 2 truths, 1 lie, and I'll go first. So I'm gonna say from the perspective of Desi Hip Hop. You know, so like I'll say like
Okay.
Desi Hip Hop's been around since 2011. That's my first thing. We were the group that first signed Divine. We were the agency that booked Nas for the song for Gully Boy. Those are my
You
3
want me
things.
to pick
So
out?
I know. The first one
I
is
know
the
the
lie.
lie.
The first one is the lie.
The second one is a lie.
It's a lie. Second
the
one is a
first
lie.
Hell
What are you
yeah.
talking about?
What are you talking about, dog? You should have at least framed a
It's a
better
lie.
question out.
This hip hop was before 2011, bro. I know.
Oh shit!
It was
Okay.
in 2011.
Yeah.
You know, okay, so we're
The second one.
officially in
The second one.
2011, but you may be right on that too. You know, but we weren't the first group to sign Divine. That's also a fucking lie. So there you go. You guys all kind of figured it out.
Why are you lying so much? You even like the game right now, man. That's not even true.
You know, usually
you like the whole game. All right, cool. Let's go, man. Let's go.
okay. Who's next, man? Nasty. Why don't you tell us 3 things? You know, 2 truths, 1 lie.
Okay. I was a ballet dancer,
Oh,
and then
No, that counts.
yo, you never know. You never know. I was a ballet dancer.
You know what?
I
That's
made
the truth.
4 diss songs on Divine. And
you did 4 diss songs on Divine, you said?
yeah. And no. I take that back. Because this was definitely a lie. Like it's like okay. So yeah, I'm a ballet dancer. And I lived my whole life in Dharavi. And I'm the wackest rapper of the universe.
Of the universe. God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
I think you're playing us. I think it's all 3 a
That's
lie.
a tough one, though. That's a tough one, man.
I'm just waiting for Slyck.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. But I'll still go with the first one. Because
Listen,
you're not.
I know.
Or was Mob Deep a ballet dancer? Was Prodigy a ballet
The
dancer?
first,
I
dude,
did
not
ballet
first one's
dancer.
first one's truth, because Ninja has confessed this when he was drunk in New Jersey
Hello?
that he has done
I
ballet
can't hear
dancing.
shit.
That's because Slyck is talking. You're never going to hear Slyck anyway.
I know, bro.
Shut the fuck up, Slyck. I don't want to hear you. You completely ignored right now.
Hey, guys, just to get the rules right, there's only 1 lie, right? Rap
But I
started
think-
with 2
I
lies.
think this
Yeah.
guy played us. I think all of it is a lie. I think none of those are true. I don't think he's a belly
Ninja
dancer.
has-
Who's gonna watch him?
Ninja,
Right?
Hold
No,
on.
no,
He said
ballet.
ballet.
Are you serious, Rap? All this time you're imagining Ninja as a belly dancer.
I'm like, listen, man, he's not gonna make any money doing that shit. So what's the point?
Wait,
My man's really breaking shit, man. Know what I'm saying? He was a b-boy dancer, not a belly dancer, yo. Big
Yeah,
cat.
now saying I ain't doing that. None of that soft shit, bro.
I'd rather throw
All right, I think
my
I
eye
think that,
sockets and watch Ninja belly dance, bro.
I can't hear Slyck. I can't
Yeah,
hear Slyck.
that's okay. Go ahead.
so Ninja, tell us which one is the truth. What's going on? What's the What's the facts over here?
The truth is, I'm not the wackest rapper of the universe, of course. Yeah.
You know what you said? You said I am the wackest rapper. So I thought
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie.
there you go.
Okay, I'm confused right now. Maybe you just fucked up the whole rule.
Yeah, I think today we're all just in a different level. You know, it's all good.
It's a cyclone in the head. But yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
It's all Slyck, bro. We'll blame it on Slyck, bro. He's the one. He's the one.
All right, Slyck,
Audio.
Shut up.
your turn. Let's hear it. Three
So,
things.
did not drop India's first chopper anthem. Secondly, sorry, the opposite. I just dropped India's first chopper anthem, which is multilingual, has 3 languages: English, Hindi, Punjabi. Second one is I am not a university topping master's in pharmaceutical sciences. Thirdly, I want to be on a track with Loka and Jai Hind.
What was the last one?
I know this one, bro.
The last one,
I don't know shit right now.
2 truths and 1 lie, right?
Right.
So the first one is that I just dropped India's first multilingual chopper anthem.
But aren't we supposed to judge your, catch your lie or truth or whatever the hell, dude? Why are you confessing it to us?
Don't tell you, we gotta judge you.
He's just
giving you 3
repeating it.
options.
He's just
Okay.
repeating it. Yeah.
Second one being that
Man, why
I
can't
am a
Slyck, man?
I'm a university topping master's pharmaceutical
Now
student.
I'm curious, bro. I know
Top
this
his masters.
motherfucker's be talking hella shit about me right now. That's what he do.
And the third is that I want to be on a track with Emiway, Loka, and Jai
Man,
Hind.
the whole
Nah, that third one is straight lie, bro. Big cap. I think the third one is a lie.
Yeah. I wonder
Oh, yeah.
why. Why? You know what? Why don't you tell us a little more about this?
They're whack. They're whack. It's as simple as that. I fucking hate their music. They're whack as garbage, bro.
Damn.
Raf, let me play a game with you, okay? What's the color of the shirt?
Black and white.
What's the color of my hand? The skin color, right?
White as fuck.
I know what he's saying. I know what he's trying to say. I know what he's trying to say.
Loka is whack.
Oh wow.
That's just fact.
Oh damn. Okay, I'm gonna drop a bomb on that one, and let's move on. Yo, who's next? Who wants to tell us something? Man?
Cool, I'm next.
Yo, let's go, Rocky.
Raja. All right, so
Let's go.
Rocky Gorkhali was born in the central state, Chhattisgarh. Is that a true or lie? I don't know. Second, I'm about to drop a music video in a week. And
That's definitely a lie.
hold on. After quarantine, I'm going to come to Bombay.
I'm going with third one, bro.
Third one.
bro.
It took him 3 years to get to Bombay from Pune, man. He was walking all the way.
Third one.
I
He
don't
wasn't
know,
even
maybe-
walking. He was like crawling.
Easy peasy, bro. Third one.
Okay.
All right, man. I think gotta be serious about it now. Let's see.
So which one's the lie, man?
I think third one, bro.
Third one.
'cause, See, actually,
Third one.
You're never gonna go to Bombay,
the
basically.
second one and third one is like a dicey situation because I don't know myself. Like, But I know I'm dropping a music video soon because this quarantine thing ain't getting over. So definitely third one's a lie right now. So, but yeah, you guys got me, man. No problem.
They know you very well, man. That's the thing.
Yeah, Rocky and Slyck. Yeah, man. Slyck is the wackest rapper I know, and Rocky is like, the biggest liar I know when it comes to Mumbai.
Wow, we have such a gang here. Okay, I think we're missing.
I got a question for you.
Yeah, go on.
Ninja is only pissed off because I told him I'm not going to teach him how to rap anymore. So that's the first thing. Secondly,
Okay. All right.
what song are you dropping a video for?
You're really happy that I can't hear you right now. You're really lucky
What
I can't
song?
hear you right now.
What song are you dropping a video for?
Yeah,
Okay,
Rocky,
MadPlug.
what song are you dropping a video for next week?
Yeah, this new track is coming. It's a lady banger, like lady killer kind of track for ladies. It's called Slay.
Slay.
Bro, about to drop
Lady
Slay.
banger.
You already
Nice.
know.
Lady banger.
Lady killer, I mean, like, a banger for ladies. Now I'm saying lady killer tracks.
Oh, okay, that's a lady banger.
I did say that, but like now I'm saying. But y'all know
Got it.
me what I'm saying. Yeah.
Got it.
Got it. About to drop. Slay's coming out soon. Hope you guys check it out, man. Everybody on live. Keep a note on that.
And what's it called?
On the beat, though. Yeah,
Banger?
MadPlug.
What's the track's name next week?
Yeah, Slay. Slay's the track, man. I said Slay dropping next week, and
Slay,
MadPlug
we don't play,
is the
we only
track.
slay. Let's go.
Yo,
Cool.
even I'm excited for that. The song is fire, and the video is really dope. Like it'll be like a surprise for the whole like Indian hip hop community, bro. Something really
Let's
fresh. bro.
fucking go, bro.
If
Yeah,
those who
let's
don't
fucking
know,
go,
like
bro.
Rocky is a really dope. Like he edits like videos like crazy, bro. Like he edited
Yeah.
Mehnat Hustle.
Fashion.
He did
was dope.
fashion. Fashion was such
Yeah.
a crazy video, bro. He's dope, man. That's like
Yeah,
his,
man.
different. That's like his extra quality, like
Nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to
Another
that
quality.
one.
Kick
That's
out.
gonna be sick.
Yeah,
Slay, Rocky Gorkhali next week. All right, cool. I
Yep.
think MadPlug. I think we didn't ask you the three, right? Like you didn't tell
Yeah,
us
you
the
got
three.
me and MadPlug, both of us. Let's
Okay, go ahead,
Yeah,
MadPlug. Let's go.
Raja ka to main pakadunga.
go.
The
Okay.
first thing is I'm a music teacher, and second is I am a b-boy.
Give it away.
Go.
Nah, my man, you good
Nah,
with the beat, bro.
We don't need a third one. We don't need the third one.
we all saw you in the baby video, bro. Don't even say that shit.
If you're a
wait,
b-boy,
wait.
then I'm Iron Man.
Third one bata. Tisra wala kya?
Yeah, third.
I have tried.
You're a boy.
Huh? You ever
I
tried-
You
have
have
track
a
with.
track with Emmy.
Oh wow.
Who?
So you have a track with Emiway. You're a b-boy,
Uh,
and
Yeah.
you're a music teacher.
I hope the
I'm
third
not
one is false, bro. I hope the third one is false, man.
Don't worry, bro. Second one is true. I'm not a b-boy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There was a
that's-
lie. There was a
Yeah.
lie.
But it's not so
Track
bad
with
if you have a
Emiway.
like song with Emiway. What's wrong with that? Like at least it'll get you all the views that you won't get with Slyck.
Bro, I never did it. Everyone on here, views for the stats of the facts, bro. I
We
did it for
actually
the craft
can't
and
hear
for the
you.
master of the art.
Okay,
Hello?
I have to say that
Yeah.
again. Say that again.
Don't do it for the views. Don't do it for
Yeah, bro.
I
to
can't hear
please
you.
anyone. All right. So I never did that shit for regardless of anything. If you get the views, great. But Dinchak Puja also gets the views, bro. So I hope you don't that's not the benchmark, right? To get views.
Hell yeah.
So
Make
I'd be-
good
I'd be-
music. Just make good music, you'll get the views. Fuck the views, just make good views. Because a real motherfucker will recognize you like
No.
this guy made a dope shit. So he'll remember you, not with the views, you know what I'm saying?
जिंदगी
No,
में पहली बार स्लिक ने शायद से कुछ ढंग की बात किया.
आप भोसड़ी कब सुनाई दे रहे थे तो चूतिए?
I can't hear.
But I do
Right,
agree.
right.
I do agree with that, though. Yeah, just make the music for your own love of it, and then everything will come. It's all good. That does make a lot of sense. So yeah,
Right.
thank you guys for that. Next, Raja.
Right,
let's
I'm
see.
going to give you 4 things. Just
Okay.
pick one out, right? I met Donald Trump and Snoop Dogg in the same year.
True.
I met Narendra Modi last year. I've been rapping since 2006, and I was Divine's first ever manager.
Oh wow.
First
You
is
said
false.
4
Second
things.
one.
You haven't met Snoop Dogg.
Second one is false.
First,
Second one is false.
Which one?
first is
Rapping
false.
since.
False.
Which one?
Maybe the Modi one.
You did
maybe.
not meet.
Yeah, the Modi one.
No.
Was
He's met Modi.
false.
Oh, he has.
He's not met Donald Trump or Snoop Dogg.
No, he met
Donald
Snoop Dogg.
Trump.
I know he met Snoop Dogg. And
Second is false. Second is false.
I don't know
Second is
about
false.
Donald
Which
Trump.
one?
But he
Which one?
definitely
Which
met
one?
Snoop Dogg.
Okay, let's choose. Let's choose.
You haven't met Modi.
I say two.
But he said 4 things, bro. He said fucking 4 things.
He
I said
four.
4 things. Okay, let's do it one more time, right? Real quick.
Yeah.
Number 1, I met Donald Trump and Snoop Dogg in the same year. Number 2, I haven't met. Number 1, I've met Donald Trump and Snoop Dogg in the same year. Number 2, last year I met Narendra Modi. Number 3, I've been rapping since 2006. And number 4, I managed Divine. I was his first ever manager.
Okay, the first one is a lie because
First
you
one.
met Snoop Dogg,
No,
but you didn't meet Snoop Dogg and Donald Trump at the same year.
No, I think
Donald Trump.
second, maybe second or the last one. I think it's either second or fourth. But I think
First one.
Let's go.
I think.
Okay.
I want to
First
go
one.
point wise. Like he has managed Divine. I know that.
Last one
I knew that was his capacity.
right because he actually managed Divine. He's the first manager of Divine.
Okay, then
Right.
second.
First one.
for sure.
Okay.
So,
Second-
First one.
what is it?
What is it?
First-
I haven't met Narendra Modi. I've met Donald Trump and Snoop Dogg in the same
Oh
year.
shit! I was right.
Oh,
Been rapping since 2006, and I was Divine's first ever manager.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So I haven't
Yeah.
met PM
Okay.
Modi yet.
Well, that's cool. Okay. So now we have an opportunity to ask you a story. What the fuck happened when you met Donald Trump? What was this whole thing?
So he
Did you
was
say
president
fuck
back
Donald
then,
Trump?
right?
Fuck Donald Trump.
No, you see how that contrast is, right? Literally how the contrast went. I met Snoop first, and then I met Donald Trump. So these are two different ideologies as
Right.
people. And when I met Snoop, I sneaked in a press conference acting like a press reporter, and because I wanted to meet my idol, right? And I was like, hey, fuck this shit. You know, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna figure this out. And I asked him questions about everything from Tupac
Yo,
to Death
the
Row
same
to
way,
everything.
the same way Slick did the same thing. Like he
I
just
knew
sneaked in
he's
my
gonna
show
come to
because
this
he wanted to
shit,
meet his
bro.
idol. And yeah, you carry on. Thanks
And
for like, reminding me.
Donald Trump,
Yeah, thanks.
I was invited for the gig. I was invited for the gig that I was doing, and Trump was there, and I'm like, yeah, hi, Mr. Trump, and he's like, hey, who are you? I'm like, what the fuck? I don't want to talk to you. Get out of here.
Wow.
So yeah. It was a fun one, man. It was a fun one.
Yeah, I didn't expect that one, but that's interesting. That's a good one. Now I got to learn something. Cool, man. And when was this? Like, was this last year or when? Is this a?
No, this was 2013, 14, somewhere around the
Oh,
same year.
okay. Cool, makes sense. Yeah, he was a
When
different.
both of them came to India.
He was a different character back then. He was a different
Yeah.
story.
So that's when he was trying to build one of those high-ass properties out here, and
He was straight out of Simpson. He was straight out of Simpson.
Right.
Yeah.
That's sick. That's crazy. Well, cool, man. Thanks for sharing, guys. So we're gonna move to the next segment. This segment is visited. This segment visits us from the UK by one of our close friends who's taking a break from the BBC Asian Network just to give us his top 3 every week. So this next segment is called DJ Limelight's Hot 3 of the Week.
Yes, people, you know who it is, man. DJ Limelight, right here with Desi Hip Hop, and once again, this is my Hot 3 of the Week.
DJ Limelight.
DJ Limelight, DJ Limelight, DJ Limelight, BBC Asian Network.
Hey.
DJ Limelight.
DJ Limelight.
DJ Limelight.
DJ Limelight.
So let's kick start it with this one. I mean, what can I say, man? Man like Nav, the hottest brown kid on the block right now. This one alongside Gunna and Travis Scott, track entitled Turks. It has to be in the top 3. In fact, it has to be in my top 3 for the month. it back to the UK for this next one. JJ Esco representing Leicester to be precise. Track entitled Line 'Em Up. It's out on GRM Daily and it's an absolute banger.
I do this for my brothers that's inside the box. I used to give it to my runners, tell them line them up. Tell them line them up. Yeah, life is fucked. I was down a couple levels before my time was up. Yeah, I do this for my brothers that's inside the box.
Final track this week has to be Lazarus with his verse on a track called Fitting. It's an absolute banger and it is dedicated to Fred the Godson. With proceeds of the track are going to his family. So go check it out, man. And also a special mention to Lazarus, man, who's actually doing some amazing stuff right now. He's been very vocal as well, man. Go check out his Instagram page, man. He goes on live a lot as well, man. Go support the brother.
From the ashes, from broken bones and fractures. Homies dying, overdose and croaking on his mattress. I'm hopeless, this coldness is poking like a cactus. By the chokehold, this whole globe and hold it on his neck.
There you have it, man. My hot 3 of the week. Your boy DJ Lamlight representing Desi Hip Hop, man. We're out.
Yeah. So, what did you guys think about this
shout
one,
out
man?
to Limelight, bro.
Yeah.
Limelight. First of all, shout out to Limelight. He's the man, bro. Like, he's the realist.
Yeah, bro.
I know, like,
Fire.
he's a dope. He's a dope guy, bro. Like,
Yeah, bro.
He really
Limelight
is, man. He supports the community in the U.
Yeah, he's really
a lot. That's
a lot,
awesome.
man. Shout out to Limelight. Shout out to DJ Limelight.
Hell
And
yeah.
yo, Trunks was definitely my top 3. Like, Trunks, that song is sick. Like, yeah,
Agreed.
it's like
Agreed.
definitely.
That's sick, man. Yeah, while we're talking about this, bro, like, let me ask you a question, Nasty Ninja. What made you like go into the, your sound is very new wave, new age. It's like the new hip hop. You know what I mean? Like, there are a lot of artists out there who stick with the old. There are a lot of fans out there who are like, hey, you know what? I don't like the new age. What makes you like that? What makes you want to be part of the new wave?
The old was new too, like, back then. So
Right.
Yeah.
everybody's gonna hate on whatever, whatever the fresh shit. Like, people used to hate on Lil Wayne back then. They were like, yo, he's the wackest. But now they call him the OG. Because now people are
no one
like, yo,
hated Lil Wayne,
Lil Wayne
bro.
started this shit.
They did hate
So-
Lil Wayne when he came out with Carter 3.
Yeah.
He was doing Carter 2,
No, they
all of that mixtape. When Lollipop dropped, everyone was like, yo, he's on some T-Pain shit. Yeah, they were trying to do that shit.
Definitely.
But,
They were-
He got mixed reactions. He was never hated.
if you don't be relevant, yeah, Rocky, tell me.
Yeah, people used to hate Lil Wayne a lot, bro. Like, I know, like, for that transition from doing that to all that new 808 culture, like, with some bells and shit, like, people were like, what, I'm fucking with this shit, like, and who's this guy, like, looking all weird and shit, and, like, trying to imitate from back
Yeah, I
then.
mean,
He got a mixed
no one
reaction.
No one hated on his mixtapes.
Okay.
No one hated on his mixtapes. His and G-Unit's mixtapes, you can't hate on, right? But what
Lil
happened
Wayne was a mixtape kid.
As an artist, I'm saying, like, as an artist, people didn't want to hear more of Lil Wayne. They were like, why? But he kept flooding with the mixtape. He kept flooding it with the mixtape. That's how he captured everyone's brain. Like, yo, he kept dropping shit. And people were like, oh, now we get your style. And then, like, he was mad different with the visuals and this, that. And he was creative on the other side too. Like, and he been on the game for long, so it was easy for him. It was easy for him to predict, like, oh, this is going people react like, but everything's going to settle down later or somehow. I'm going to manipulate it. And he did it. Like, it did.
That's
So,
right. Yeah,
You
what
know,
were you saying,
I have
Nasty?
to, like,
Yeah, go ahead, Nasty, after you.
So I was saying, like, okay, anyone, like, you, Slick, you were trying to say something. You can complete it, and then I'll say something.
No, you are
You were
rapping
trying to
because
say
of me.
something,
That's
right?
it. That's all I want to say.
No,
Go
after
ahead.
you, Nasty.
Go ahead.
Okay, cool. Okay, I can't hear him because I just saw his lip sync and shit. So, yeah, I don't want to. Yeah. So yeah, bro. Like, hip hop would never grow if it wouldn't have evolved. Yeah. And all the new kids, like, you need to inspire the new kids, and, like, I mean, you're not using 6600 right now. Everybody's using iPhone. Like, I'm not gonna be on the old shit. I have to evolve, and it's growing, bro. Like, if you don't be relevant in the game, bro, that you're not doing it for hip hop. Hip hop started from the boom bap to the R&B soul, and then, like, now we're doing trap and stuff, drill. It's just evolution, bro. You can't change the evolution,
Right. Right.
So
Yeah,
anyways, and I
yeah.
always for me, like, I'm doing the new shit because I want to be relevant, and I want to do like, because I started for hip hop, and I want to do everything which is related to hip hop. Like, it's for me, like, I just want to be relevant.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Like, that's facts right there. I
Yo,
agree.
real quick, I want to drop a
go ahead.
question out there for everyone. Who do you think is the mixtape king? Not the king? Okay. Is it 50 Cent or Lil Wayne? Both of them have an amazing catalog, right?
Yeah,
Who do you think would you go for a mixtape king?
G-Unit.
My personal opinion, it would be Lil Wayne. Yeah. But G-Unit, I mean, 50 Cent definitely right behind him.
All right, 50 Cent. Okay. One for 50 Cent, one for Lil Wayne. What do you got, Ninja? What do you got?
This is a really tough.
Nah, go ahead,
really
man.
tough
Come on,
question.
dude. I'm an MC for sure.
Okay.
Go ahead. Tell me about it.
Lil Wayne, bro. Lil Wayne got records.
All right. Okay. What about you?
I'm a 50 fan though, like more than Lil Wayne.
Rocky, what about you?
But I think this guy, bro, Currency, this rapper Currency.
No,
Currency was also
two options right here.
Unit, my answer is Unit, but I'm saying this guy.
Got it. No, that's it. No more explanations needed.
MadPlug, you're the one. Tiebreaker.
Lil Wayne, bro. Lil Wayne, yeah.
Lil Wayne.
You know what? I'm gonna give it to 50 as well. I'm gonna give it to 50 as well, because if it wasn't for 50, I don't think Wayne would have had the blueprint to even do those mixtapes.
Yeah, that's probably right. Yeah, that's probably right
So
there.
it's 3-all.
Man, I'm gonna agree. Like, even with Rocky, what Rocky was saying, like,
Is Hardik there? If Hardik is there, Hardik, please go ahead and put yours in the comments, and let's see who you got. So Hardik's actually going to be the tiebreaker right now.
Yeah.
So anyway,
like Punu Rai says Lil Wayne, but I also gotta agree with Rocky that at first when Lil Wayne came out, like 2000, like early, like when he was really, like, he was been there from the 90s, but like when he really started getting that mixtape game going, even I felt like his voice was a little weird, but then fast forward like an year or two, I was like, holy shit, I love Lil Wayne. So it's crazy. This guy's crazy, man. He's smart as
that guy
fuck.
was dropping tracks and punchlines like it was no one's business in his mixtapes, right? And
at one point in time,
who coined the term "drop it like it's hot"? That was Lil Wayne. And then Snoop took it and made it a harder song. That's a different thing. Lil Wayne dropped the line, "Drop it like it's hot," and then came in Snoop and took it and made that into a fucking anthem. That's what happened. So Weezy was a visionary, and he was always gonna be one of those guys.
Yo, I wanna move to the next segment, but before that, I wanna ask you, who do you think is the mixtape king in India, like in the Desi Hip Hop South Asian movement?
Sikandar Kalam.
I agree. I would agree with that shit, man. Yeah, Bollywood hip hop right there. Like in the comment section says Sikandar Kalam. I think I agree with that completely, man. This man's been dropping so many projects, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
The thing is, like,
I didn't follow him that much. Like, I didn't follow Sikandar's music, so I don't know. But
he's been consistent with this shit for years, man. I think. He's
been in the game since like a long time, bro. I know Sikandar's been
but
like since our time.
Who else?
But I never followed much. Like,
Who else is dropping projects like that, though? Anyone else like that?
Not project, not projects, but solos and shit. It's gotta be Khatarnak Hip Hop Collective. I don't know how many people work with them or follow them.
That is also true.
What I'm
From New
saying
Delhi,
is,
bro, I think Lazarus, bro.
Yeah,
a lot of people
Lazarus.
be sleeping on Lazarus, bro.
Oh man,
I would say Lazarus.
I mean,
Lazarus,
I would say I wasn't. I didn't hear Lazarus's music until I saw the deed that he was doing, and he was like, I'm gonna go back and figure out everything in the medicals when they need me and all of that. Man, I'm like, this guy is so dope with soul and with his vision. Why not listen to his music? When I heard it, I'm like, damn, he's got tracks with like people from Wu-Tang to Royce, and he's going bar to bar with them. I'm like, all right.
King Crooked, bro. King Crooked, Joel Ortiz, and everyone, bro.
True.
He's gone bar to bar, and low key, I think so. He's gone not just like bar to bar, but he's also been better than like a few of them. Not with Royce, but with King Crooked, I felt like either King Crooked did not deliver his best work, or maybe like Lazarus was fire.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree. That's awesome. Yeah, Lazarus is.
What's the next segment? What's the next segment? What are we doing here?
Okay, yeah. So the next game that we're doing is called Social Undistancing.
All right. Oh,
So this is a game called social undistancing. You know how we're all socially distancing ourselves from each other. So in this game, I want us to undistance and get closer with each other. So the basic premise of the game is that we're all going to ask each of the people one question. Everyone asks each person like one question, and then that person can choose which one to answer or what to answer. You can answer one or many or none. Like it's just totally up to you. So I will
Slick,
kick.
just
Bro,
shut the
me
fuck
and
up. I
Ninja
know what you're
cannot-
thinking.
me and
Don't
Ninja
even
cannot-
go there. Let's
Me
be
and
real
Ninja
and
cannot
ask
talk to each
some
other.
good shit now. Like let's not pick on each
Don't worry
other.
about it. But
Fuck
I'll
you.
go first, man. I'll ask you, Nasty Ninja, the first question. What?
Why me? Ask Rocky first.
Rocky. I'll ask Rocky first. Okay, Rocky. What do you think? Where do you think Desi Hip Hop and Indian Hip Hop will be like next year? You know, not 5 years later. Next year. What are we looking at next year? That's my question. But everybody will ask you one question. You get to choose which ones you want to answer. Okay. So MadPlug, you got a question for Rocky? Or Raja, do you have a question for Rocky?
Rocky?
I got a question for Rocky.
Go ahead.
go ahead, MadPlug. You got a question for Rocky?
I think MadPlug, we can't hear you.
MadPlug, are you talking?
Are you feeling
Broski, are
shy?
you near the microphone?
You be just smiling and shit. My man.
He can't hear us.
Go
He
for it,
can't.
bro.
Okay, we heard him. Just say that again. What
Yeah, I
did
can
you
hear
say?
you guys. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Do you have a question for Rocky?
Yeah, bro. What shall I ask you?
What should be the level, bro, of the microphone, the samples that I gave you, man? I'm saying you can ask any mixing shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Rocky, when are you dropping Pahadi Khoon? I got a
Like,
question for you.
When are you dropping the track? When are you
Okay.
dropping the track of Slay, bro?
All right.
The track Slay.
Okay.
All right.
My
Slick, what do you want to ask?
Rocky is
I produced it, you know.
Mhm.
dude. So wait, MadPlug, are you saying something?
No, go ahead, Slick.
No,
Yeah,
go ahead, Slick, go ahead.
So how does a Hindi rapper fit in? So I've heard a lot of great things about Northeast. Other than the food and the independent music scene, like you guys have some of the best and authentic taste in hip hop, and it's great because I see a lot of English hip hop flourishing over there, which has been a struggle for like North India as well as like Bombay and down south as well. So how does and I haven't been able to go through your catalog per se, but to put it in a nutshell, right?
भाई बहुत लंबा
How
question
does
लग रहा है.
a 2 मिनट शांति रखना. अब भोसड़ी की तो आप कैसे सुनाई दे रहा चूतिए?
सुनाई
Go
नहीं दे
ahead,
रहा
go
है
ahead. Yeah, go
पर
ahead.
बहुत लंबा बोला उसने कुछ. बड़ा लंबा था भाई.
Yeah. Go on.
Okay.
In a nutshell,
let
how
me-
does a
oh,
Hindi
yeah.
rapper fit in? How does a Hindi rapper fit into a northeastern hip hop community?
Okay.
Yeah. It's a dope question, though.
And,
Good question.
Okay, Ninja, your turn.
What do you think about the hip hop situation in India? The rappers, like what do you think about the rappers in India? Like just give me your opinion.
Okay. There you
All
go,
right.
Rocky. So you got
I'm
5
a few-
questions. Go ahead.
I'm Slyck's because that really makes sense. Like what he really asked, like how where the Hindi rapper stands in Northeast India. So when I think it's definitely a unique. Like whoever is doing that in Hindi right now from Northeast is definitely voice of the hills. Like he's the guy who can really connect with rest of the audience from the country who will actually understand him. Like not in English, not in the regional language, no, none of that, just Hindi. So that was my main initiative when I started rapping. I was rapping in English too, and there's like in Northeast, the hip hop is like it's different. Like a lot of guys is like too grimy on that New York shit. A lot of guys in like on that Bay Area vibe, like everybody listens to Tiger, all that shit, Yo Gotti and this that. So on fly shit, and on the other scale, there are guys who are rapping like core, like to the hip hop, like no bullshit. So when I started doing that, I was doing it in English. So it hit my mind like early when I saw Bohemian and everybody doing shit in Punjabi. I was like, oh, hold up, man, like they doing it in Punjabi, but nobody's doing it in Hindi, like So I really got to take that thing. I got to flag my part right, like I got to put my flag there and just mark it like, yo, I'm the first guy from Hindi rapping in North, like from the Northeast
Yeah,
rapping
period.
industry. So that was my main
Period.
issue when I do, and I really felt like I'm the guy who can really communicate in Hindi like that, be fluent, and like write all those lyrics, because it's a different thing. Like when you rap in English in front of the audience in India, people are like, yo, they
Yeah.
don't get it. Like, they just like they won't pay that much interest. They might be excited, like, oh shit,
Yeah.
he's rapping, but if they don't get you, they'll be like, out of interest. So that was my main point, like, so I think, and there are a lot of Hindi rappers right now in Northeast, like, we're rapping in Hindi. So I definitely see a future for Hindi rap in Northeast hip hop, like, because I think that's gonna open doors for everybody, like, and on top of that, we doing it. Like, imagine being a Northeast guy having racial issues and shit on streets or everywhere you go and shit, and blah 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 and all that, right? But if you rap in Hindi, bro, then it's like it's a voice, like, that's like, yo, you trying to be racist for a guy telling him Chinese and shit, like, but he can spit in Hindi, like, not just forget talking about it Hindi, like, he can really rap in Hindi, bro, like, so that's like a main answer. I just really wanted to be that answer, just to rap
No,
in
dude,
Hindi.
that's
So that was
good.
my
That's a good niche also. That's a great niche that you've got.
exactly. I think that will also like open up like platforms and shit for the artists. Because there are a lot of guys who are doing hard shit, like they are independent, they have no platforms and shit, but they are mad talented. They're like too talented, bro. Like they're like, deep. Like if you're not only just rappers, like a rock
Right.
guitarist or like a vocalist, a female vocalist, jazz singer or whatever, they'll live. But like we just need that platform. But I think, and to get that quick is like you gotta rap in Hindi, bro. You gotta relate with the audience, like what you're saying. So
Right.
it's really gotta be like that. So
Yeah.
when see, man, like, and
That makes sense, man. There's the talent everywhere. The talent can come from anywhere.
Yeah.
So we all gotta respect that. Yeah. Did you want to answer any other questions?
yeah, bro, definitely. You're a ninja's question. Like, I see Desi Hip Hop. Like, I actually like when Desi Hip Hop actually started. Like back then, like so, I had an interview. Like somebody interviewed me back then, 2013, I think, right? I dropped the video and there was a interview me and I was like, oh shit, man, I'm on the vlogs and shit. And I'm saying, so I was like that. And later, a year later, I think I collabed with another Northeast artist called Young Dirt, Zing. So I collabed with him. I made a track called Desi Hip Hop Shit, like So it was called DHHS, like So that shit is still there on YouTube. If you guys can find it out, like it's like I'm every day on my Desi Hip Hop shit, like on my
Nice.
Desi Hip Hop shit. Every day on my Desi Hip Hop shit. So that was the record I dropped, and then like I felt like after that, a lot of new talents came, like a lot of artists got promoted and shit, and I think there are a bunch of rappers now coming. So I definitely by next year, hip hop is gonna be on another level. I think now a lot of gates open for everybody. Now people, and now a guy cannot complain like, yo, bro, I don't have this, I cannot do it, I cannot get it there. Like they can't complain now. Everything is there. Internet's there. My equipments are cheaper now. Like things getting like stacked. Like people can really stack and make that dope product out. Like So I really think there's gonna be a lot of new guys coming. I imagine like this teenagers, bro. They're the dangerous one. Like they coming up like they got enough time for them like to sharp their knife and shit and be ready for the war. Like yo, bro, I'm here. Like So I think there's gotta be mad and future. Hip hop in India is definitely dope because we got the numbers, bro. India got the numbers,
Right. Facts, bro. Facts, man.
I just hope like they are good artists, not whack shit. Like people who actually like learn the hip hop culture and have all that basic knowledge of getting the shit right, not just like getting on microphone and saying any shit. If you just gotta rap in Hindi, you gotta filter your word when you write in Hindi, when you rhyme in Hindi. You gotta be like using the words which are appropriate, not just whatever you think. Like
Right. Facts, bro. Like I like that, man. What you just said makes a lot of sense. Like right now, people don't have any excuses to not follow their dreams. Like it's all there. The internet's there. The knowledge is there. The community is there as well, and also the industry is there. So yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. That's really true. I like that shit, man. Let's. That's awesome, man. So let's move on. Let's ask Slyck a bunch of questions. My question to you, Slyck, is what's happening with TWOSHADEZ? Because I know that was your crew for the longest time. And so, what's happening with Two Shades? That's my question. Do you have a question, Rocky?
All right.
Yeah, bro. Like, I really want to know, like, what's the transition between, like, I always wanted to know, like, as Slyck told me, like, like, yo, bro, I think we had beef and shit on Facebook. We blocked each other. I was like, I don't know, bro. So, but I never really like picked the past of like, Two Shades, how it was. So I really want to ask you, like, yo, bro, what was the transition of like Two Shades to like, where you guys at right now? Like, how it really happened? Like, you guys started in India, or like you guys were already connected before, like when y'all were overseas, or like how it got bridged, bro? How those two people got connected? I really want to know that shit.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good question. MadPlug.
Yeah, that's like my man's already here.
Hell yeah. MadPlug, do you have a question for Slyck?
Bro, Slyck, yeah, bro. Bro, Slyck, you are a doctor, right? I think so. You're a doctor?
I was a
You're also
pharmacist.
doctor?
I'm not pharmacist.
Okay.
Pharmacist.
Like, so what made you get into rapping? Like rapping? Yeah.
Percocet, Xanax, and shit.
Good one. Raja, what you got? Do you have a question for Slyck?
Yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. घंटी कौन बजा दिया मेरे सवाल के पहले?
मैं वही सोचूं बहनचोद.
Somebody ordered delivery.
घंटी आ गया देख. Yeah, for sure. I mean, what do you think about the chopper style flows and the fast flows currently? I mean, we've all come through a generation of that amazing Twister, Bone Thugs, all of that vibe, right? Buster Space, all of that. And looking at the stuff now that we have, you love that space and all of that sound. And looking at the sound right now, which is more melody driven and all of that type of stuff. And it's mumble rap as well, because back then, even though they were fast, you could understand that shit. Now you can't even understand that shit sometimes. You can't compare this and that. But what do you think is the future of this style?
All right.
When you say just a minute. Raja, when you say this style, you mean like chopping, or do you mean like the whole new age melodic trap bullshit?
Chopping.
Okay.
Yeah. Because that's been there for a while, right? And this is the new stuff. That's it.
Right.
Yep. Ninja, you must be having some sort of a Vahiyat question, so please disgrace the microphone by asking at least some sort of a rhetorical question.
I think.
Is Ninja crying?
I think Ninja's.
Actually, so what's happening over here is. What's happening over here is Ninja's overwhelmed. He finally got his dream true to be on a live session with his God. So I think he's taking his own time to process that.
There he is. You were really wearing a blue t-shirt this whole time? I didn't even know.
There he is.
Yeah,
Oh shit! You had a blue t-shirt. Oh wow!
Crippin', bro, crippin', man, crippin'.
Hey, shit.
Slyck, I want to know, what do you think about the new style of rap, the new wave, like,
Correlated.
Okay, cool. There you go, Slyck. You got four questions, but two. It's actually just two questions. One is about Two Shades, and the other one is about choppers and the new wave. So let's go.
So there are two. No, actually, no. MadPlug's also asked me about some of my previous history about being a pharmacist and then diving into this. So I'm going to answer all three, and I'm going to try to keep it short as well.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
And,
Capsule it.
Firstly, I go to MadPlug.
Go ahead.
So, MadPlug, to answer your question, right? So I was always interested into the sciences. I've always I come from a healthcare background per se, where my mom's a general surgeon, and my dad's a PhD doctor. Both of them, I come from a very intensive scientific background. So I've seen healthcare around me as a kid, right? I've seen the kind of efforts and things which my parents have done for patients, and I've seen how they have really affected the world. Even in this COVID situation, my dad is involved in a lot of efforts with his whole organization or whatever he's working for. I'm not going to get too much into it. So that was my main reason why I got into healthcare. I was a pharmacist back in India. I wasn't a practicing pharmacist, but I was a certified pharmacist. Did my master's from Manipal. Got my master's, top university, and all of that. But during all of this, I also had
Sikkim Manipal, bro.
No, not Sikkim Manipal, down south Manipal, Udupi. So, Raja, to answer your question, I was doing my thesis over there. I was defending my thesis.
Okay.
That was a part of my thesis,
Correct.
being in Goofy.
Right.
I was analyzing
Nice.
marketing pattern, like market trends
Nice.
for a lot of anti-infective molecules. That's a different. I can talk for ages for that, bro. So I'm not gonna go there. So to answer your question, yes, I was into healthcare. I'm still into healthcare, but rapping was something which I was always like. I always used to love with the whole aspect of expressing myself. Like when it's almost like in my music, I'm able to tell like whatever Prashant's been going through. Prashant's my real name. Just like we have Sumit and Anand and Raja on this call. I don't know MadPlug's real name, but we'll get there eventually. Mano, got you, Mano.
He's human, bro.
So, you know, so
being Mano.
So, you know, like that was the whole thing where I heard Will Smith for the first time in the 8th grade, and I was like affected by it. I'm like, dude, this shit's fucking dope as hell. Like, there's this dude who's not singing. यार ये कौन बंदा है भाई जो गाना गा नहीं रहा है पर कुछ सुर और ताल में बोल रहा है और बेंचो बड़ा रिदम में गा रहा है. So समझ रहे हो? तो मेरे ये था. तो इसलिए मैंने कभी भी ये नहीं सोचा कि मैं सिर्फ रैप बनाऊंगा या मैं सिर्फ पढ़ूंगा. मैं दोनों चीजें करना चाहता था और मैं दोनों चीजें अभी तक कर रहा हूँ यार. I'm still working and you know, like there might be a chance you might see me pursue either like a PhD or an MBA in the next 2 to 3 years, but I'm not going to leave education. क्योंकि मुझे उससे लगता है कि मुझे बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलता है. सिर्फ ये नहीं कि म्यूजिक ही है. म्यूजिक भी मेरे लिए उतना ही महत्वपूर्ण है जितना मेरे लिए you know
That's dope.
पढ़ाई
That's
और
dope.
ये सब भी है.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Nice.
That's a very dope way of looking at it.
Right. So now coming to Raf's question, and someone else asked me about Two Shades as well, right? So just to keep everyone in loop, Two Shades has always been there. Two Shades is always gonna be there. And if someone who knows me very personally, like, you know, Ninja and me, like we have our jokes and whatever, but he knows like me and Zan are a duo. We are not making music actively per se, but we are, you know, we are in a different phase in our lives where Zan is actually in Montreal. He's married. He's figuring out his 9 to 5s, but he's still lethal with the pen. If he ever comes back to like writing and making music, yes. We both connected in January. We spoke about putting a project together. And both of us also now realize, man, like, you know, when we were actively making music, there were people listening to us. Now, because of not making any more music, we have definitely lost our touch and so on and so forth. But when it comes to coming back to the studio, recording a project, we are definitely down to do it, and we'll probably be doing it. So to summarize it, Two Shades always been there. We're still making music, and we are putting our efforts like differently. Like Prabdeep, right? Zan has been very involved with Prabdeep since the start in terms of guiding him. He's not involved in the success which Prabdeep has faced financially, but I love it when Prabdeep acknowledges, like, you know, that it was Zan who introduced him to hip hop, or it was Zan who pushed him towards rapping into that field. So he's contributed like that.
Okay.
You know, like getting the stats and everything. Yeah, bro. But we both are still fucking dope. We both realize that we still love to make music, but our impact is more so for also influencing people to pursue music the right way. You know, hip hop is not just about like fucking putting rhymes together and sounding whack. कर लेगा बंटा है हो जाएगा नो क्योंकि मैं करता हूँ ऐसे एनीवे जैसे करता है रैप क्योंकि वो थोड़ा सा अलग है बच्चा है क्यों नहीं करता like, you know, like that shows lack of like fucking.
Yo, you're good at it, bro.
you should try it though. You're pretty good at it,
bro. That's
anyways,
good.
Coming back to this whole thing, right? Two Shades is still there. We're still gonna make hella fucking music. We are looking to, you know, get back in the studio, but and everything in its own time. We're in no hurries anymore.
Okay.
So yeah,
fair enough.
That's the question. And what was the third part to this? There was another part.
New Wave and Chopper.
Yeah.
New Wave and Chopper. So yeah, dude. Yep,
is
that's
Chopper
also
fading off, and is New Wave taking on, or because we don't see too many people doing it in the mainstream?
Here's the thing, right? I know. So that's firstly, Chopper's always been there, and those who are really passionate about the technical aspects of rap, who are a lot of kids, a lot of dudes who I know from the industry, right? They also have like they fuck with it technically. Technical aspects is not just like putting in multis, metaphors, or, you know, having like a dope punchline setup and all of that. It's also about the way you deliver it, the flows. The whole chopping thing is the flow aspect of it. A lot of dudes in our Indian hip hop scene, they used to do it, and I still see them fuck around every now and then. I just dropped the first Indian chopper anthem, right, which has like myself, Smoke, Sanjay, Muzzle, Shane. I know these guys personally, and I always wanted to like get together a group, not like a crew, but like put all these dudes together on a song. There are a lot of other dudes who've been doing it. I'm not gonna take a lot of names, but who are doing it and are still doing it. Like Krishna is one of them from Delhi. He does a double time chopper flow. Encore ABJ, every now and then you might see him dibble dabble with like a fast flow, right? Then a lot of other people. So this style is definitely not going away.
Sure.
But it's not the one which is headlining right now.
Nice.
Right.
Like it's this whole melodic trap 808, like
till someone comes back and
someone
comes back and actually breaks it again and makes it come back in fashion with a new
Me and Slyck doing that, bro.
That's facts.
I'm jumping into chopper game right now with Slyck. You already know, man. About to bust it.
Cheers, fam. Yeah, bro.
Nice. I like that shit. Yeah, that was good. That was nice. Those answers made a lot of sense.
Top. Appreciate that, sir.
That's sick. Cool, man. Let's move on. Let me ask a question to Raja now. Raja, so like as an entrepreneur, you know what I mean? So like, what do you think that a kid who's watching, right, like who's 15 but has like amazing ideas but doesn't really believe in himself yet, what do you think that kid should do to nurture that belief in oneself? That's my question to you. Slyck, do you have a question for Raja?
Yeah, man. Obviously I'll have a question for Raja. Like I know Raja, so I know him under the capacity of a manager first, and then
Okay.
No, what?
He's back. Yes. Go on. While his thing is fixed, Rocky,
why don't you shoot the question first? Let Slyck get
I got a question for you, bro. Like, I would really want to ask, like, you being like MCN, like, on stage as well as on studio too, like, so when you perform, literally, like, you perform a lot of shows and this, that, like, right, you already did that. So like, what's the difference you feel actually, like, when you're on some corporate shit, like, when you're on that corporate vibe, you hosting an event there, like, you prefer that, or would you prefer
got it
what do you want to be like? What do you enjoy the most?
I got the perfect answer for you, bro. I got the perfect one.
Okay.
I understood.
And Slyck, we can hear you now. So go ahead.
I got disconnected. I got a phone call. So,
all good.
Raja, I'll keep it short. So I've known you in a lot of capacities, and you're dope as a manager as well as an artist as well. So
thank you.
Yeah, and you've seen the Bombay scene transition from what it was to what it is right now.
Sure.
Where do you think it's headed towards?
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
MadPlug.
MadPlug, you got a question, bro?
Yeah.
Hey, MadPlug, can you hear us?
Yeah, bro. Actually, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I can hear you guys.
Go ahead.
Hey, dude.
What's your question for Raja?
Yeah,
MadPlug, what's your question for Raja?
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Like, is it when you perform? Like, when did you like?
MadPlug, bro, can you hear us?
Like, when you are recording.
Do a thumbs up if you can hear us.
Yeah, bro.
He's good.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go. Do you get nervous, like, more in recording all on live stage? Yeah.
Okay. Oh, dope questions, everybody. I'll just put it in a nutshell. The first one, 15-year-old. I'll actually take all of them because everyone's got an amazing answer. Self-belief for a 15-year-old kid, it's very tough. But for me, as a 15-year-old kid, because when you're 15, you've not really evolved with your thought process, right? You're just coming out of it. For me, I'm glad that I found hip-hop at a very early stage in my life. Since I was like 13, I used to listen to a lot of pop English music. But when I was 13, when I was 10, the first hip-hop song obviously was Slim Shady because that was a big thing. But when I was 13, the first ever hip-hop song that I heard was Patiently Waiting, 50 Cent. And I was like, what the hell is that? So then I started getting into hip-hop and understanding the hustler's mentality, attitude, all of that molded me as a kid. So read a lot, motivational stuff. Also, because as a 15-year-old, you're not going to develop a perspective. So read a lot. It's okay. it's a journey. It's going to take some time, and eventually you will grow confident with whatever you are trying to work with. So it will take some time, but be at it, keep hustling, and failure is just another stepping stone towards success, and learn from them. Otherwise you won't really be 30 telling stories about success, right? So that is main one key. And the thing right here, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. So just keep your mind positive. Second, moving on to Rocky's MC on stage or MC in the studio. Actually, if it wasn't for the MC in the studio, you would never have the MC on stage, right? And that is the reason I still rap. And that's the, but the other guy, which is RME, and there's another guy that's Raja. I try to bifurcate these two personalities within myself. And I know sometimes one guy tries to take over the other. So it's a constant tussle. But even when I'm on stage as a suited up guy or whatever, like maybe I don't care whoever's in the audience or who I'm hosting it for, I'll actually go ahead and have that rapper's attitude and personality on stage. Because the reason I started hosting was when I saw LL Cool J start hosting Grammys. I'm like, listen, if he can do that, being the pioneer of rap, I can do it too. Let me give it a shot. And then it actually started growing and developing. And that's why there is a, my next project is called Raja versus RME, because, this is the constant fight between both these guys. One is Raja's trying to tell RME to record a certain way, wherein RME wants to make a certain type of music. But I'm like, you know what? Both you guys go do what the hell you want. Now we have a small little studio setup and all that stuff. MadPlug is not here, but I'll still answer his question before I get to your Slyck. And nervous during recording or nervous on stage, man? I've been recording since I was like 17. 16 is when I started writing and all of that. Recording professionally 17, 2007-ish. So I don't think I'm any more nervous in the studio because I'm comfortable with someone that I go in. But a little bit of that nervousness when it's there in your stomach before you go on stage is amazing. But I don't feel that anymore because I close my eyes, I hold the mic, and I have a little conversation for 30 seconds with myself. And then I'm like, yeah, Rocky Balboa, let's go, pop. I go into that space. And I'm like, and I chug like 2 Red Bulls down. So I'm like, yo, what the hell? And I go on stage and I'm like, are you guys ready to do this? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, I'm going back if you don't make some noise. And they're like, don't go. I'm like, yeah, okay, cool, let's go. So, and Slyck, Bombay scene, bro. MadPlug, I hope you heard what I said. But if you didn't, please go ahead and check it out later. So, Slyck, Bombay scene, bro. There were 2 guys. Let's just put it in this thing, right? There are 2 guys that are still doing music since the time it started. That's one was Ace and one is me, right? There was no one else. We would just battle each other because there was no one else to battle. How do I do this? That's what it was. And there were a few chinter-pinters here who would just join us and we would battle outside Cafe Coffee Day, outside malls, outside all of these type of things, right? And hack footages and all of that, Ace had a 39 chain. I used to take his chain and run away with it. I'll be like, yo, I snatched your chain and all that type of shit. Young kid trying to do what the hell he wanted to do. Right now, it's in a different evolved situation where people are trying to form small micro communities within a community, which I think, if you just start dividing a circle within communities, it'll just become a little more,
distributed.
Yeah, and just stitch it together with a thin thread, not just a thin thread, but at least with ideologies or something or the other. If you do that, everyone is still going to have different mindsets, but they will still respect each other. That is what we need to actually proceed, go ahead and evolve into a greater scene, not just in Bombay, Delhi, any of that thing. Bombay scene is going to flourish and flourish beautifully. There are amazing rappers, amazing content that can be driven out. I just want them to actually see more than a gully, because it's not just about gullies. Believe me, gullies we started in 2014. This is 2020. The guys who even started talking about gullies don't talk about gullies anymore. Please go.
We gotta rap about getting out of gullies, bro. They don't realize.
Correct. So when Ninja said "Galiyon se nikal ke seedha highway," so that he meant,
he meant that.
Let's go. Let's just move on. MadPlug, shout out to you as well.
Yo,
that's not a diss.
That's a knowledge bomb, man. You dropped a few knowledge bombs right there, bro. Like it needs a few more sound effects and shit. Like that's the facts right there. Because like what you said about like a 15-year-old, like a 15-year-old, what you just mentioned was sick. Yeah. Because that's important. Read, learn more, do that shit. And that quote behind you is epic. And I agree with that. And at the same time, you also mentioned like to keep learning, keep proposing new things without being nervous. It doesn't matter. Failure is part of the whole thing. So like I love that shit. Always keep progressing.
Just because I was listening to hip hop, right, and a lot of people were just talking about Scarface, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. 8 Mile came out that time. I was so inspired, and I was like, man, I want to be that guy. I want to see the top of the sky. I want to, it wasn't even about being the biggest stage, but getting acknowledged by the community of people and them being like, yo, man, you're the dopest. But one thing you need to realize, the older you grow, you can't please everyone. So forget about that. Please yourself in your direction and do that. So when they spoke about MLK, when they spoke about Malcolm X, I would actually go and see, read a little more about them. Even it wasn't books, but it was internet and Wikipedia. But that was knowledge that I was already processing without even understanding that, because I was so into hip hop. So, whatever I could get is what I could get. And I think if it wasn't for that 15-year-old kid, it wouldn't be this 30-year-old guy telling you about this thing.
Right. Exactly. That's facts. And what you mentioned about the community is also very true. Like, at Desi Hip Hop, that's what we try to do. Unity through hip hop. We try to bring all the different communities together. Bangla rap, Northeast, Hindi, English, whatever. We just try to bring them all together and to show them that single thread that, look, we're all the freaking same. We're on the same fucking mission.
It's as simple as that. Respect everybody's perspective and understand which side are they coming from. Because when we grew up in the 90s or the 2000s hip hop sound, it was very alpha oriented and dominated.
Very alpha.
True.
No one was open to understanding human beings' vulnerabilities, which is
now I see that change. Yo, before we go ahead, right, I gotta give a shout out to Desi Hip Hop under the capacity of just like fucking empowering the fucking movement, bro.
Man, thank you, bro.
One love to Desi Hip Hop. Now,
that it's not possible without any of you guys, without any of the viewers, without anything. It's not possible. So like, the appreciation is to you and all the artists as well and the community. I love this community. Like, I'm a big fan of the Desi Hip Hop community. Because we can do this shit and we can show the world what we got. That's the truth.
I mean, like I know I have given interviews to Desi Hip Hop. I have done interviews with Desi Hip Hop. I've been on both ends.
Right.
And
definitely.
And I gotta give a shout out to Raf and IQ for like keeping this shit together, bro. It's not, and I've been behind the scenes a lot more, so I know what all it takes, dude. Like that you get frustrated and managing artists and this and that. Like, so you guys are the movement, bro. Keep that up. Don't follow like I know. Haters gonna hate. See, it's like as simple as haters gonna hate and potatoes gonna potate, right?
Nice, bro.
It's funny.
MadPlug fell down. MadPlug fell down during that shit.
Shout out to you, Slyck. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Ninja, bro.
I think he has some internet issues probably, but it's all good. Okay. Let's move on. Let's ask MadPlug the questions now. My question to you, MadPlug, is what is your favorite sample pack? Okay. Radha, do you have a question for MadPlug?
That's dope.
Oh, you asked me? Okay.
Yeah.
MadPlug, I know that you love your new school sound, but quick, man, do you want to produce old school stuff as well?
Nice. Good question. Rocky, what you got? For MadPlug.
I got a question for you, MadPlug. Like, FL Studio or Call of Duty?
Oh, nice. Good question. I like that shit. All right. Slyck, what you got for MadPlug?
Mike, I have a two-part question. Your dream collaborations with people in the indie scene other than the Wave Squad? And second, like dream collaboration all over the world, period. Like, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a rapper. It could be any artist. I'm very interested there.
Great questions. MadPlug, your turn to answer.
Yeah, bro. Like, my favorite sample would be I think the splice sample packs by Murder Beats. Just recently released the sample pack. That was dope. That was my favorite. And second thing, Kashmir sample pack is favorite too. And my dream, I would like to answer Slyck's question. Like my dream collaboration would be obviously Travis Scott, and because he's a really dope artist. Like I really inspired, and I would love to collab with Murder Beats in future.
All right.
Beautiful. Yeah, those are sick. Yo, that'd be amazing.
Anyone from the Indian scene other than the Wave Squad?
Indian scene, that would be, bro. I think so. Divine, maybe.
Divine. Okay.
Nice choice.
Yeah, Divine. I would, yeah, for sure. Hell, fuck it. It would be interesting to see Divine approach like a new school, because I know MadPlug is like he's wavy, bro, with the whole new school shit. I would love to see Divine on your shit, bro.
I've actually heard some of Divine's new stuff that he sent me, and man, he's actually trying to get on that entire melody, in that entire vibe and all of that type of stuff, and it sounded pretty good. Like if you heard the last jam that he dropped with Krishna as well, Bag. You know, his sound, he's trying to evolve with that and play around with that. That's pretty interesting to observe someone's evolution, even after what they've been doing, to what they're trying to actually get more within. You know what I mean?
True. Makes sense,
bro,
man.
they got the various bangers, bro. They can't fuck with us like that. Now I'm saying we got bangers for days, yo.
Hell yeah.
We're making a lot of shit, like a lot of shit, bro. Like a lot of shit.
Hell yeah, that's true. Bro. You know, I'm curious. MadPlug, I'm curious to ask one more question. I have one more question for you in this section.
Sure, bro.
What got you started? When did you begin? Like, tell me a little bit about your story.
Like, bro, I was firstly, I'm a classical keyboard player. I'm a classical keyboard player, Indian classical keyboard player. Then later, my friend introduced me to a dog called FL Studio. So then I downloaded it. I had first the demo version. Then I started to compare. I was first making EDM. I was not making trap. I came into trap in 2019, but earlier I was making beats. But I was curious that if they can do to this level, why can I do? So from there I started producing day and night every day, and start in YouTube. It's like how to mix properly and how to make beats. Like also I see a lot of videos of Genius, and where the Murder Beats Nick made a deconstruct the trap, how they made it. So so that that's pretty dope. So I get a lot of inspiration from that, and so yeah.
That's awesome.
Good stuff, man. MadPlug, you know, it's great to see your evolution.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, everybody respects your evolution. That's what they're trying to say, and it's like I like that, man. I really like Murder Beats as well. There's an episode on the internet on YouTube with T-Pain and Murder building out a beat from scratch, like that shit. Just it's crazy. And T-Pain's hilarious. So that's just amazing.
I got a question. Okay, now let MadPlug get done. Then I got a question for Raf.
Okay, what's your question? Let's go.
No, MadPlug, have you answered everyone's question? Or
he's done.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Raf, are you also a producer? Like, did you ever produce?
Yeah, so I used to produce. So like I take pride in like having done almost every job in the music industry. Like I've produced, I've DJ'd, mixed, mastered, I've done the rapping, but I've done, I'm the kind of guy who, I did a lot of different things. So now the advantage that I understand that I have is that I understand everybody's jobs pretty well. I don't produce anymore because I've seen the talents out there. I don't rap anymore because I've seen better rappers out there. But then the things that I saw that I'm really good at that others weren't that good at is that, the business side, the DJ side, the, presentation, the graphics, the shit that I do. Like I'm really good at these things. You know what I mean? But now I do have this advantage of understanding everybody else's job much better. So yeah.
What do we call people like you in our corporate world?
What?
Consultants.
I am a fucking consultant. That's the truth. Like I have consulted Sony all of last year, and before that it was IT companies and all sorts of shit. So yeah, I like being that expert. You know what I mean? There are certain things that I really of doing, and then there's certain other things I know others are really good at. Like MadPlug is really good at production. I'm never gonna touch production. Let him do it. Like that's the best thing. I like that shit. Okay, guys. So thank you. So now I'm gonna move to the next and the last segment of the show. This is called Playlist Placement.
Perfect.
Okay, so playlist placement. This is a segment of the show where we ask you guys to suggest, a song for our playlist. As many of you know, that we have multiple playlists on Desi Hip Hop. Like we curate playlists for Spotify and Apple Music, and so like we've curated some dope playlists for the audience to see. We've built them from the ground up, and the global Desi Hip Hop playlist has 20,000 plus followers now. So we're always listening to new music, and it can be any new music. So I want you guys to suggest one song and share with us. It can be anything. It doesn't have to be Desi. It can be anything. So what are you guys listening to? Slyck looks like he's got his hand up. So what's up, Slyck? You get started.
Slyck,
Slyck? Slyck.
Slyck, bol.
Oh, his audio is gone. Okay, MadPlug, let's go.
Yeah, bro. I'm listening to Rosalia and Travis Scott's new collab, bro. That was sick. Bro. TKN. That track is dope, bro. I've been listening to it since a couple of days right now.
Oh,
and
nice.
It's super sick, bro. It's super hot. And John as well, Joyner Lucas, ADHD. That's dope too, bro.
Definitely enjoying Joyner Lucas a lot lately. Nice, that's a good one. What are you listening to, Raja?
A lot of gashi, man. A lot of gashi. I mean, I'm surprised that type of sound is coming out from a rapper who's actually from Brooklyn, New York, and he's rapping. He's got melodies. He's got that vibe with that entire. If you listen to Yesterday or Greatness, these are two different things. Then he's coming out with the Paranoid, taking it back to the 80s sound, which is currently like trending and all that stuff. So gashi, East Coast rapper with the new wave, with the melody, I'm like, woo! So that's something that I'm kind of keeping on these days.
That's sick. That's a good suggestion.
And he's not even clocking in on 1 million subscribers on his YouTube yet.
But he gets a lot of streams.
Mic check.
So he's set.
Can I be heard?
Slyck, yeah, I can hear you. Slyck, what's your suggestion for us?
There are two things. Can this be like?
Yeah, you can plug anything. It's all good. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. First is this one song. First is a one project by Joel Ortiz and King Cricket. It's called HARD Hard. That shit bangs. If you're like a rap nerd, it's such a low-key project also because none of the hip hop community is right now like promoting hip hop because of this whole protest and everything that's going on, unfortunately. So they just put it out, but they aren't promoting it. But that's a killer ass fucking project.
Nice. I'm gonna keep my eyes on that.
It's a proper boom bap project the way it's supposed to be. It's got bangers. It's got low-key. It talks about political issues. Very good coverage of whatever is going on in the US. It's a very good reflection. So it's a very underground sort of project, but I'm listening to that. Right.
Nice.
And secondly, what you guys should definitely fucking plug into your playlist is called Subsetez. Subsetez is like India's first chopper anthem. It's got me on it. It's got Khatarnak Hip Hop Collective on it. Smoke from Delhi. It's got Muzzle on it. That shit is a fucking banger, bro.
We're definitely gonna do that, man. Thank you. Yeah, I saw that video and I really liked it. I liked all the flows. It was something dope. Like I really enjoyed that shit. So yeah, thank you for doing that. Rocky, bro, what you listening to?
Let's go, Rocky.
Bro, I usually I listen I'm not really I need to get into the listening zone sometimes but right now what I'm listening to is Ninja's Lara demos.
Same here.
So we keep doing our shit we keep sharing our tracks to each other and get reviews and shit. So we doing that on regular basis right now, especially in this quarantine time. And apart from that, what I just go, I'm not listening to English rappers these days. I'm just going I'm checking out a lot of this Asian new wave artists. There's a lot of this 88 Rising artists.
88 Rising. Love 88 Rising. Hell yeah.
JP the Wave. another guy, some guys from Tokyo, Kawasaki Boys, and all these Asian guys. Like they have like a lot of dope shit. Like their music's fire. The visuals are like lit. You know, like so they're like definitely ahead of time from like what I feel like by seeing their visuals. So I'm checking out that side. And also China Mac and all that shit from like all that Asian rap. Like I'm really influenced by that culture. Like I really because that's kind of shit that I relate to sometimes in a way. Like sitting here,
that's so
I go check them out like a couple of times. And and mainstream, if you say I'm definitely check out Joyner Lucas. Like
for sure,
shit is dope. Like so
sick.
Joyner
Rocky, you should check out if you like the Asian sound, you should check this guy out called Young OHM. He's from Thailand and he's clocking mad views as well. And
gotta do a collab with a Thai rapper, bro. Like,
Thailand
got a nice movement up there.
I'm getting a lot of collabs from here and there, bro. Like a lot of from Nepal. Like in Nepal we have a lot of dope artists, bro. Nep-hop is like what you have, Desi Hip Hop, like that. We call that thing Nep-hop. Like so there are a lot of with there. I'm collabing with like there's an artist called Manny Wave. He's from New York, like based. He's from Maryland based, but based in New York. So I'm doing a collab with him. And a lot of the other dudes from Nep-hop industry. So definitely bridging, like it's unity through hip hop. So I'm trying to get that part as well, like involved in the scene. And it's gonna be fun. And I think it's gonna
love that, man. That's awesome. That's really cool, man. Cool, man. Thank you guys all for sharing all these songs and all these amazing stories. We're at the end of our show. We went like 30 minutes more than usual, but it's okay. I really wanted to talk to all of you and not put any time constraints into our conversation. But at the end, man, like what I like is like I want each of you to give like a little message for the audience, And I want to start with Slyck. You look like you're ready to say something already. So like, what's a message you want to give to the audience, bro?
Firstly, keep supporting Desi Hip Hop. Keep supporting every artist on here. Keep supporting our music. Subscribe to Desi Hip Hop. Subscribe to our individual channels, social media handles, whatever. Right. I want to take 2 minutes and give a shout out to the glue of our crew. Right. Basically, who's not here, Ninja. Regardless of the jokes and whatever and whatnot, bro. He's working on a lot of dope ass fucking music. I wish he was here to but just like Rocky, all of us are listening to samples.
Yo, we'll pass it on, bro. We'll pass it on.
Yeah. Ninja is onto some crazy shit. Anyways, thanks for having us over here, Raf. We appreciate that. And TWOSHADEZ, what's up?
Hell yeah. Awesome, man. Raja, what you got for the audience?
Shout out to Desi Hip Hop for getting us all together. Shout out to all the boys out here that have been throughout the live and the people who joined us. Stay up, stay above, and keep evolving, man, and keep doing something crazy. Every day is a new day to make history. So make history. If you're not making history, you're not doing anything.
Boom. That's right. If you're not making history, you're not doing shit. Okay, Rocky. What's the message you want to tell us, man?
Okay, let me tell you something. Raja is gonna hate me. It's gonna be a little long though, but yeah, like the one message I'd like to tell everybody, like shout out Desi Hip Hop first of all, like for getting us together, so we dropping knowledge over to your head straight up, And apart from that, if you're an artist and you coming up, like don't all the young artists, man, like to everybody from the scene, like shout out to every city, every state, all the hip hop thing going on there. Shout out everything. Just my message to y'all will be like, yo, don't worry about getting views or chasing clout. You just gotta apply yourself, do your shit, judge your own music, and be confident. Like, yo, this is able to put it out on the streets, and it should go only if it's self-verified. Don't go chase a topic and don't write like, oh, this shit happens, so I'm gonna write this and get if you really feel that shit, do it. But don't fake it. Just be real and true to your heart. Don't chase the cloud. Never. It's a never ever thing. And build your own platform. Don't be dependent on nobody. Like, yo, he's gonna get me. He's gonna get me. He'll take me there. Like, nah, bro. You gotta pave your own way. Make your own platform. Like Tory Lanez said it in one of his interviews. Like, you gotta build your own platforms. Because if you build your own platform, when you fall, not everybody's gonna stay on top for all the time. Like, they're gonna fall. So when they fall, they don't come back to the lower ground. They come to the lower platform that they built, which you stood on it and got to the top. So I think that's the main message, man. Yeah,
man, I like that. That's facts right there, bro. That's amazing. That's real. That's real. That's true. Like, just do your thing. Just follow your shit. It'll all be great. MadPlug, do you have a message for us?
Yeah. Yeah, well, thanks, Desi Hip Hop and DJ Raf for inviting me first of all. And my message to my message would be to all the producers. Bro, like I come from a small city, and like people think like it's very hard to be a producer. Like anyone can be, and like everyone wants to be an engineer, doctor, but it's very hard to stand out like. While other people are not doing it, and just keep producing. And just I would, for the producers, like keep producing and keep sending music to all the artists, collab with everyone, and evolve your music. And that's it, bro. Keep listening to good music.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice, man. I like that. You're 100% right. Everybody may think that's hard, being a producer, but like you can't. It is hard. But if you practice and work on it, you can get good. And I guess like being a doctor and engineer is harder, right? Probably. I don't fucking know, but it seems like it.
No. It's equal, dude. Both of these things come with their own thing.
True.
Both
yeah,
of them come
that's
with
also
their
facts.
own
Every little thing that you want to do in life will have its own challenges. That's right.
Yo, one question for you, Raf. Like, you rather go Joe Budden TV lane, or you gotta go Rafadamics?
Oh, wait. Say that again. Missed the last part. Yeah.
Which part you'll choose? All right, you'll go the Joe Budden TV way, or you gotta go the Rafademic. Like, I got a show name for you called Rafademics. Academic.
you know, it should be both. I should have Rafademics on YouTube, and then the Joe Budden TV and radio lane. For the other things, right? Why not? Let's just do all of it, bro. Like, fuck it.
You can't count podcast and Spotify out anymore, especially after Joe Rogan signed a $100 million deal with Spotify, man. So,
right.
You got money, let's make it. Boom.
That's right, man. Well, thank you all for joining, man. I really appreciate it. Nasty Ninja's not here, but I appreciate the guy. His music is fucking fire. And I appreciate you, Raja, man, like hanging out with you. In India, Bombay was fucking fire, man. We did that a number of times and have some great memories. Rocky, bro, next time I'm gonna see you when I'm in India for sure. MadPlug.
I'm waiting to see Rocky even though I'm in India. So you have to literally
it looks like I may have to go to him. I understand. I have to go to him. MadPlug, bro, I want your dream to come true. I want you to do that song with Murda Beats. And
Murda Beats.
And who was the other guy you want to do the song with? Travis Scott. Travis fucking Scott. I want you to do that, bro.
Travis is emailing me and trying
I believe in you, bro. Slyck, thank you for all your hard work and hustle, man. For all these years, you've been at it. So, like, I appreciate that. And it's important for Desi people to see that, you know what I mean? For brown people to see us hustling or, working hard on our dreams. We're not all chasing the same goals. And it's like, it's refreshing for the audience and for the new generation of kids. So I really appreciate it. I began today's episode with that story that, we're, South Asians, we need work in our racism as well, and, I think like people like us, we are the generation that can change all of this. We bringing 100%. Us all together, bringing the community together. This is the way forward. So I appreciate it, guys.
True,
man.
Thank you so much for having us, man, Raf. It is what it is. I can't wait to actually see all of you guys together in life and not just on a virtual reality.
Pretty soon, man, hopefully.
Raf, before you go, this is the most civil me, Raja, MadPlug, Rocky, and Minda have ever been. Otherwise, this is the most civil you'll ever fucking see.
Bro, check, I'm in a t-shirt, bro. Yo, I have rock hoodies.
Yo, that's cool, man. Because like your fans will see you uncivilized at the shows, so like they're gonna go to the shows to like rock out, right? So
you gotta make them pay for those tickets,
there you go, for that experience, that's a special experience. Okay, guys, thank you very much, man. This is the show for today. I appreciate it. Thank you all. Thank you, Desi Hip Hop. We'll talk.